Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Welcome back to Deen Explorers, where we dive deep into the teachings of Islam to help us live better and more meaningful lives. Today, we are going to explore a topic that affects every one of us: how to recognize envy and falsehood in others. These two traits can be highly destructive. Envy, or jealousy, eats away at a person's peace and can turn friends into enemies. Falsehood, on the other hand, is like a veil that hides the truth, leading people down a path of dishonesty and deceit. By understanding these negative behaviors, we can protect ourselves and maintain healthier relationships. In this video, we will go through 10 clear signs of envy and falsehood based on the guidance of the Quran and Islamic teachings. We will explain how to identify these traits, how they affect us, and what Allah says about them in the Quran. So stay with us until the end, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Explorers for more insightful content. 1. Envy is often hidden in subtle actions. Envy is a feeling that can be deeply hidden in a person's heart. It's not always obvious, and that's what makes it so dangerous. Unlike anger, which is often displayed openly, envy hides behind smiles and polite gestures. It often reveals itself through subtle actions like backhanded compliments, passive-aggressive behavior, or silent but noticeable displeasure when something good happens to you. An envious person may constantly compare themselves to you, make snide remarks disguised as jokes, or try to downplay your achievements. For example, imagine you share some good news, like getting a promotion at work, and instead of congratulating you sincerely, someone says, "Oh, that's great, but you know promotions don't mean much in today's market." This kind of response indicates that their words are not aligned with genuine happiness for you. It's important to be aware of these small, seemingly harmless comments because they often point to a deeper feeling of envy. Allah says, "And from the evil of an envier when he envies." This verse tells us that envy is a form of evil, something to be wary of and to seek protection from. It's not just an emotion, it's a driving force that can lead to harmful actions. Recognizing these subtle signs of envy can help you protect yourself from its negative effects and also remind you to seek refuge in Allah from the envy of others. 2. False praise and insincere compliments. Another sign of envy and falsehood is when people offer false praise. It's that overly enthusiastic compliment that feels hollow, or the praise that comes with a hidden agenda. Some people might shower you with compliments in your presence, but when you're not around, they criticize or belittle you. This kind of behavior is manipulative because it masks their true feelings and intentions. For example, you might hear someone say, "You did such a great job on that project. I wish I could be as smart as you," but you later find out that they've been criticizing your work to others. This shows a discrepancy between what they say to your face and what they say behind your back. The Quran highlights this behavior, and in order to know those who are hypocrites, it was said to them, "Come on, fight in the way of Allah, or defend," they said. "Had we known it to be a fight, we would have certainly followed you that day." They were nearer to disbelief than they were to belief. They utter from their mouths what is not in their hearts. Allah knows well what they conceal. This verse describes hypocritical behavior, where people's words do not match their true intentions. False praise is not a sign of support, it's a mask that envious people wear. They use it to gain your trust or to hide their jealousy, but their actions eventually reveal the truth. Recognizing this pattern helps us stay cautious and not be misled by insincere compliments. 3. Spreading rumors, lies, and gossip. One of the most damaging behaviors driven by envy is the spreading of rumors and lies. Envious people may spread false information to tarnish someone's reputation or to create conflict. Gossip and slander are sins in Islam, yet they are often used as tools by those who harbor jealousy. They might exaggerate stories, make baseless accusations, or twist facts to manipulate how others see you. For instance, if someone hears about your success, instead of being happy for you, they might spread rumors like, "I heard they only got that promotion because they know the manager," or "they're not as good as they seem, they just got lucky." These statements are not just harmful, they are rooted in deceit and envy, aiming to diminish your achievements in the eyes of others. Allah warns us in the Quran, "O you who believe, abstain from many of the suspicions. Some suspicions are sins, and do not be curious to find out faults of others. And do not backbite one another. Does one of you like that he eats the flesh of his dead brother? You would abhor it, and fear Allah. Surely Allah is most relenting, very merciful." This verse teaches us the dangers of engaging in backbiting and making assumptions. It's a direct reminder to avoid these destructive behaviors because they only serve to spread falsehood and harm relationships. Recognizing when someone is spreading rumors or lies is crucial. It's a clear sign that their actions are not coming from a place of sincerity or honesty. 4. Constantly competing or one-upping. Envious people often feel a need to compete constantly. They're not satisfied with just doing well, they want to make sure they are always ahead of others, even in insignificant matters. This behavior goes beyond healthy competition, it becomes a toxic cycle of trying to prove superiority. Whether it's about who has the better car, the higher salary, or the most followers on social media, this kind of competition is not about growth, but about feeding one's ego at the expense of others. For example, you might notice someone who always tries to one-up your stories. If you share a small success, they immediately counter with something bigger they've done. It's not about sharing joy, it's about showing you that they are somehow better. The Quran advises us, do not covet something in which Allah has made some of you superior to others. For men there is a share of what they earned, and for women, a share of what they earned. Pray to Allah for His grace. Surely Allah is all aware of everything. This verse teaches us contentment and warns against envy-driven competition. Allah has blessed everyone differently, and constantly competing out of jealousy only leads to dissatisfaction. Recognize this behavior in others, and remember that true success comes from being content with what Allah has provided. 5. Excessive criticism without constructive feedback. Criticism, when given with good intentions, can be helpful. However, when it's driven by envy, it often lacks any constructive feedback. Envious people criticize you for tearing you down, not to help you improve. Their feedback is harsh and demoralizing, and often comes at times when you're feeling good about your accomplishments. For example, you might complete a project, and instead of receiving positive reinforcement, you get comments like, "I don't think it's that good. You could have done much better." This kind of criticism is not meant to help but to diminish your sense of achievement. When criticism is filled with negativity and lacks any real guidance, it's often a sign of envy. Recognizing this helps us not internalize such harsh feedback and understand where it's really coming from. 6. Refusal to acknowledge your success. Envious people often struggle to acknowledge the success of others, finding it difficult to celebrate their achievements genuinely. Instead of offering praise or congratulations, they might downplay your accomplishments, make excuses, or shift the conversation entirely. This behavior is a subtle attempt to diminish your success, driven by their insecurities and desire not to feel inferior. Picture this scenario. You share exciting news about graduating with honors, hoping for heartfelt congratulations, but instead you receive a dismissive response like, "Well, it's not that hard." Lots of people do that. Such comments are not just insensitive, they reflect their discomfort with your success because they highlight their insecurities and feelings of inadequacy. If someone frequently refuses to acknowledge your hard work or dismisses your achievements, it's a clear sign of envy. Understanding this behavior can help you remain confident and focused on your goals without being swayed by their negative attitude. 7. Twisting the truth or manipulating facts. Envy often goes hand in hand with deceit, leading envious individuals to twist the truth and manipulate facts. They might exaggerate stories, selectively present information, or completely distort reality to make themselves look superior while diminishing your contributions. This kind of manipulation is harmful because it not only creates confusion but also erodes trust and damages relationships. For instance, you might hear a version of an event where your efforts are minimized and theirs are inflated. This twisting of facts is not only dishonest but also deeply hurtful because it distorts the reality of your accomplishments. Recognizing when someone is manipulating the truth helps you see their true intentions and shields you from their deceitful behavior. 8. Lack of genuine support when you succeed. One of the clearest signs of envy is a lack of authentic support when you succeed. Envious people might say the right words, but their actions reveal a lack of enthusiasm or even hidden resentment. When you achieve something significant, they may offer insincere congratulations or quickly divert the conversation, showing little genuine happiness for your success. Imagine receiving a promotion or winning an award, only for a friend or family member to barely acknowledge it or change the subject. This lack of genuine support can be more painful than direct criticism because it comes from someone you expect to be in your corner. It's important to recognize this absence of genuine response and not let it diminish your joy or self-worth. 9. Pretending to be your friend but acting otherwise. Envious people often disguise themselves as friends, hiding their jealousy behind a mask of friendliness. They may appear supportive and on your side, but their actions tell a different story. These individuals might speak poorly about you behind your back, subtly sabotage your efforts, or even show signs of delight when you encounter setbacks. For example, you might confide in someone you consider a friend, only to discover later that they have gossiped about your problems with others. This betrayal reveals their true motives: envy and selfishness, rather than genuine friendship. Recognizing that not everyone who appears friendly truly has your best interests at heart helps you protect yourself from those who may have hidden agendas. 10. Constant negativity and discouragement. The final sign of envy and falsehood is a constant stream of negativity. Envious individuals often struggle to see the positives and are quick to discourage you. They point out flaws, spread pessimism, and undermine your confidence with their negative outlook. This behavior is not constructive. It's meant to hold you back and make you question your abilities. For example, when you share an idea or plan, they might immediately respond with reasons why it won't work or why it's not worth trying. Their discouraging words are less about giving constructive feedback and more about keeping you from moving forward. Recognizing this negativity allows you to distance yourself from those who do not have your best interests at heart and focus on your growth and positivity. Understanding and recognizing signs of envy and falsehood in others isn't about passing judgment, it's about protecting your well-being and maintaining healthy, sincere relationships. These traits can cause harm, weaken bonds, and distract us from what truly matters. By being mindful of these behaviors and seeking guidance from the Quran, we can protect our hearts and remain sincere in our interactions. May Allah guide us all to be truthful, sincere, and supportive of one another. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Explorers. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.